Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day as always. So in today's reading, we'll be asking the question of what is God finally ready to give you? And we have three piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with awake, pile number 2 with the eye, and pile number 3 with create. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description box, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what is God finally ready to give to you. And as your card for today, guys, you chose the awake card with the owl here. Okay, very beautiful image. So I'm seeing a couple of things here with the card that you felt drawn to. The first thing that you might be finally ready to experience is perhaps a spiritual awakening to a higher level of consciousness. I see your perception and your way of thinking expanding and awakening to a more powerful one. So I feel that you who chose pile number 1, you're perhaps ready to shift to a much higher perspective of life. Okay, expansion when it comes to your mind, spiritual awakening. That's what spiritual awakening is about, is expanding our higher consciousness and starting to view life from a higher perspective, totally different way of thinking. So I feel a lot of you're ready to awaken in that sense. I feel that you're ready for a spiritual awakening. And the second thing that I'm seeing is wisdom for you guys. Okay, wisdom, knowledge, answers, clarity. I feel a lot of you, you're gonna be able to find answers to certain situations in your life. Maybe wisdom, how to deal with these situations through your spiritual awakening. So I do feel there is a sense of spiritual awakening for you guys, expansion, higher consciousness. I feel that's something that's ready to come into your life, as well as answers and clarity regarding your life and your future and what you're currently dealing with. So I feel that during this time you will experience quite a big change and shift when it comes to your mindset. Okay, some of you maybe have been spending more time alone. That's also something that I'm picking up. Maybe some of you have been in the hermit energy, and this is showing up to let you know that you're kind of ready to come out of it. Okay, as well, that's something that I'm seeing. Let's start with some oracle cards for you guys though, to see what exactly is this about. So let's see, God, what are you ready to give to my lovely pile number 1 here? What is something, I feel this card for you. And let's see, what is something that you're ready to give to my lovely pile number 1? Oh, you have Star Mother. Beautiful. How can you mother yourself? Oh, I like this. Okay. I feel that God is ready to give you a sense of confidence. He's ready to give you love for yourself, appreciation for yourself. Okay, how can you mother yourself? How can you take care of yourself, basically? How can you show love to yourself and appreciation for yourself? I feel that he's finally ready to show you how great you are. He's finally ready to show you why you're special, why you're talented, what is your uniqueness, right? With the Star Mother, what is your star factor to you? So I feel that he's finally ready to show you how great you are. As a result of this, I feel a lot of you are going to start to have a lot more appreciation for yourself and a lot more love for yourself. I see you also starting to prioritize yourself, putting yourself first. And you guys also have awakening. Oh my God, I was saying this, and look at this, you have the awaken card. Okay, so I'm telling you, the cards are never a coincidence. I feel this is really big confirmation. You have energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So I said, like, I feel a lot of you, you're going to experience this new way of being. I feel that's what God is ready to give you. A new perspective of life, a new way of being, a new way of living life. This is all happening as a result of more wisdom welcoming in your life. So wisdom is the best thing that we can receive, in fact, I feel, because wisdom gives you everything. You're not just asking for let's say, I don't know, more money, or not, you're not specifically asking for, you know, love or a relationship to enter your life. When you guys have wisdom, you can have everything, you can achieve everything, because wisdom is the key to getting everything. If you have wisdom, you can have anything in your life that you want, rather than asking for specific things, right? But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that wisdom, I feel it's the best blessing we can receive, and I feel that is what's ready to be given to you, some kind of wisdom and answers, an awakening. This is going to, again, help you guys see yourself in the light. Okay, maybe you're somebody who might have struggled with a lot of like underappreciation in your past. Maybe you're somebody who has always felt like you're in the backseat, or maybe you're very critical of yourself, but I think that you're gonna start to see yourself in a much better light as a result of your awakening. So you're gonna start to feel a lot better about yourself and love yourself a lot more. Here is what I'm picking up. Okay, let's get some tarot cards for you guys to see more about what is happening here for you. So let's see, God, what are you ready to give to my lovely pile number 1 here? What is something that you're finally ready to give to them? Could you please give us some more details regarding their message and what you're finally ready to give to pile 1? Okay, let me just adjust your cards here because they all got messed up here. So let me see. Okay, let's take a look at your cards for today. Let's see, what is God finally ready to give you? 7 of Swords. Okay, I like this. Okay, I like this. Let me just spread out all of your cards and I'll get into it. The Devil. Yes, okay. I'm seeing a very straightforward message for you right away. 4 of Cups. You also have 9 of Cups. And your last card, 8 of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing like the message came very like clear to me for your pile here. So first thing, pile number 1, I feel that you might start to see a lot of people exiting your life, okay? Maybe this is something that happened in the past, maybe this is something that you've already been through, but it feels like to me you have either experienced a period in your life where a lot of people show their true face to you. So you kind of started to realize who's fake, who's real, who genuinely cares about me, and who is there just to make themselves feel better, right? Because sometimes we have these people in our life where it almost feels like they're there just to make themselves feel better, right? Like they maybe like to bring us down or judge us, and they're just there to make themselves feel better. And I feel a lot of you will either start to like expect a lot of the people in your life who are fake to basically disappear. They're gonna start to exit your life, because the thing is, when you start to ask for wisdom, when you start to ask for living a better life, okay? And I feel that maybe some people have a hard time with understanding this in the beginning, but when you start asking to live a better life, a lot of things will start to leave your life. Why? Because those are things that are not good for you. So those things exiting your life is what's going to make your life better. So I feel, pile number 1, you will start to experience a lot of bad things leaving your life. They will start to exit your life here. I feel a lot of disappointments, maybe missed opportunities that you feel like they were missed, closed doors, people in your life that you maybe used to like try really hard to keep them with you. All of those things I feel that are gonna start to leave your life, because I feel that deep down you understand that this is not good for you. And I'm not saying that these are things that, you know, you really like, you really appreciate, so I don't want to scare you. These are things that you're just clinging onto them because almost like from desperation, okay, coming from a point where you wouldn't know, like, of scarcity, right? Because you don't know what would happen if those things left your life. So I feel that once this happens, this is when you will experience your freedom, your awakening, when a lot of these things leave your life. And these are things, again, the devil, these are things that are keeping you stuck, they're keeping you confused, it's a toxic energy, they're not good things for you. So I see a lot of these things, you're being freed from a lot of these things. 9 of Cups, you have a very positive card. Why is all of this happening? It's so that you can actually receive your wish. what it is your wish, you will receive it once you go through this transformation, this awakening, because this is going to make you the person who can receive the wish, right? If we want, again, a better life, if we want to start to experience a better way of being and a heightened way of being, we cannot remain in the same energy as we used to be in the past or as we are currently, because in order to get there, we need to heighten ourselves. And I feel that is something, that is a transformation that you're currently going through and that you will experience. And I feel that this is going to lead to a lot of freedom for you guys, because maybe currently you're going through a lot of confusion, or you've been through a lot of confusion in your past and you felt very stuck at many times, or there has been like this energy of maybe toxicity in your environment, which I do feel now is leaving your life. But you have to understand that you will also need to let it go in order for it to leave your life, right? So I feel that whatever you felt like was taken away from you before is going to be replaced by exactly what you deep down wanted. Okay, so it's not going to be something that you superficially wanted, but something that you truly desired with your heart. So yeah, very beautiful energy for you, pile number 1. I feel this is a very powerful time for you. Let's get some more oracle cards to further clarify here. What is God ready to give to you, pile number 1? Okay, let's get this one. Let's get one more. What is God ready to give to you? Let's take a look. So first of all, you have higher perspective. Yeah, and I feel that he's finally ready to give you the higher perspective. Again, the wisdom. Your cards are confirmation after confirmation, you know, indicating that the message is true, indicating that the message is what you need to hear today. You're about to be given, blessed with the higher perspective. And this is the only way that you can escape your current unwanted circumstances. This is all you need. You don't need solutions. You don't need certain people or different actions, because it all comes from the higher perspective. Once you have the higher perspective, you basically have all of the answers that you need, right? So you guys will be gifted with a higher perspective, okay? Beautiful. And you also have underworld. I feel that this is going to help you come out. Okay, that's something that I'm getting. I'm kind of noticing these two hands are tied together, and this is representative of the devil card, because usually in the devil, the two people, their hands are tied together. So I feel that a lot of you're going to be able to escape whatever current unwanted circumstances you're going through as a result of gaining a higher perspective. So I see a lot of toxic things leaving your life, like things that don't make you happy, they make you feel stagnant, they make you feel like you're not living your best life, you're not living up to your potential, right? Those are the type of things that I feel are gonna start to leave your life, because when you start to shift your energy to a higher one, they're gonna very naturally fall out of your league, because they're not matching your vibration anymore. So they're not gonna be in your life anymore, right? Okay, let's see what else. Number 1, what is God finally ready to give to you guys? Let's get this one. I am beautiful. Yeah, okay. Again, you have how can you mother yourself, and I'm beautiful. I was saying that I feel God is ready to give you a really good self-image. Like, I feel a lot of you are going to start to look at yourself in a much more positive light, and I'm not surprised, because it feels like a lot of you have been through a lot of toxic situations in your past, maybe situations where you felt very underappreciated, or people constantly criticized you or didn't appreciate you. So it feels like a lot of you have been dealing in the past with maybe a lot of like disappointments and dissatisfaction, especially when it comes to self-image as a treatment of a toxic environment. And I feel that you guys are going to start to see yourself in a much different light. Okay, God is about to show you a totally different image of yourself. And I love this. I feel a lot of you are going to start to love yourself. You're going to start to, and you know, when you start to love yourself, you start to prioritize yourself. So you're not going to cling on to things that are not meant to be in your life, right? Okay, all the cards just flew on the ground. Let's get one more last affirmation card for you guys to end your reading for today. Let's see, pile number 1, what is God finally ready to give you? Okay, all of your cards are flying out. Let's try one more time. I feel your pile is very powerful. Let's see. What is God finally ready to give you? I feel this card. Let's see. Wow, overcoming. Yeah, you guys are overcoming your past. You're overcoming the old way of being. I love this, okay? Today is the great school of life. I practice self-discovery by acknowledging that my fears, anger, and ego separate me from my divinity. I allow the light to grow inside me. The light gives me the power to regain over my inner kingdom. Today I overcome all that separates me from the light that is my truest self. Yeah, I love this message. I feel it's the best way to end your reading, pile number 1, because it's saying that you're ready to be given like the urge, or how do you say, like you're ready to give that, power in order to overcome the things that separate you from your truest self. And I feel this is like what I was saying with your toxic environment. That's why a lot of things are going to start to leave your life, unwanted things, right? Because I feel a lot of you are going to start to align yourself to your truest self, to your light. So those things are not going to match your energy anymore, and they won't want to stay in your life because you're too good for those things, right? That's kind of what I'm picking up here. So yeah, I feel you're going through a very powerful and beautiful transformation here, and I loved your reading, pile number 1. I'm super happy for you. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what is God finally ready to give to you guys. And as your card for today, you guys chose the Eye. Okay, very beautiful card here. So right away, this is telling me that currently you're very protected. Okay, we're always protected though, but this is something that you maybe need to hear, that currently you're being very much watched over by your God, and you're very protected by him. And I just feel that right now there is support around you when it comes to your life and your current situations. But the second message that I'm picking up for you, for those of you who felt drawn to this card, I feel that what God is ready to give you guys is perhaps some kind of vision of your future, of who you can become. So you might see in the next couple of days sort of a glimpse, or a vision might appear in your mind where you see a glimpse of who you can actually be, who is your highest, truest self, okay? Somebody who you can achieve, somebody who you can become. The highest version of yourself, basically. I feel a lot of you are going to receive a vision regarding this. Maybe you just received the vision a couple of days ago, or maybe even last night or yesterday, right? So this can be confirmation for those of you who had a vision of who you can be, okay? And this is not like, it's real, right? It's true. We shouldn't ignore that, because it's showing God is coming up to show you who you can be. Okay, he's giving you an image of who is your truest self. Okay, so that's kind of like guidance on a way to lead you towards life. But let's get some oracle cards for you, pile number 2, and let's see what exactly is God ready to give to you guys. Pile number 2. God, what are you ready to give to pile number 2? What is something that you're finally ready to give to my lovely pile number 2? Please let us know, and thank you. Let's see. Wow. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Feeling trying to tell you. Yeah, so this is what I was saying with you receiving like, that vision, or that feeling of a nudging. Is that how you pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it. Nudging. I hope that's how you say it, but I feel that a lot of you are going to start to experience this feeling of like a nudging or a pull, especially with the Eye. This is giving you a very strong High Priestess energy. Okay, very strong High Priestess energy. So that is about trusting your intuition and the vision that you have of your higher self, of that person who you can become. And I feel that a lot of you are going to start to receive nudgings. When God shows you an image of who you can be, then you will start to feel nudges. Okay, pulls towards directions in life. And these are the steps that you need to take in order to achieve that higher version of yourself. So sometimes we might receive like this image in our head of who we want to be and who we want to become, but we're like, that's impossible. How are we going to get there? You will start to feel the nudges. You will suddenly start to get inspired to do things, to go places, to pick up hobbies, to learn new things, to put yourself out there. These are the steps that are going to take you there. So again, I was saying this is not a game. This is not like a joke. When you get that image, you will start to feel the nudges. So follow those things, follow your intuition to lead your way towards that. And you guys also have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Wow, I love this. So God is saying to you that perhaps you guys, like, you know, when you're trying to jump, you have to trust that there's a certain power there that's going to help you transcend you towards what this vision of you is. So again, for a lot of you, this vision that you will receive might seem impossible to your current self. But that is because you guys haven't become your highest and truest version of yourself. So it's going to be a journey to get there. But you're going to need to take the first step towards that. Because I really feel that the universe is not going to force you into anything. God is not going to force you into anything. It's up to you. When you feel ready, you can take the first step. You can take the first leap. So again, a lot of you, I feel that what God is ready to give you is a vision of who you can become. The highest version of yourself. And then he will give you the nudges. He will give you the steps that you need to take. So it's up to you to follow these nudges, to follow these steps in order to get there. For some of you, it might feel like a risk, right? It might feel like it's a really big stretch. It's a really big leap. How am I, to your current mind, it's not going to make sense of how you're going to get there. But if you trust the signs that are given to you, if you trust the steps that are given to you, and you go in it with faith, it's gonna work, okay? Because you have here, you go first. So God is telling you, you can go, you can take the first step, and he will catch you, he will lead you in the rest of the way. So it's up to you to take the first step is what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's see. And some of you might be asking yourself, right, well, what is the first step that I need to take? It's all in the nudges. It's all in your intuition. But some of you might be ignoring those nudges, okay? Let's get your tarot cards for today, pile number 2. What is God finally ready to give to you guys? Pile number 2. What is something that God is finally ready to give you? Okay, let's see. Let me just fix your cards here and let's take a look at your messages. So, okay, the first 2 cards. First you have the moon. Okay, so yeah, this explains a lot. You also have the 2 of Pentacles. This is, to me, is like, I'm just hearing trusting the process, like trusting of how things are occurring. And, you know, let me just see the rest of your cards. Wheel of Fortune, yes, okay, see a sudden shift, sudden change. Judgment, wow. Wow, this is a very powerful card, pile number 2. And your last one is the King of Swords. Oh, I love this. I love your reading. Okay, so pile number 2. The first thing that I'm seeing here, let's start here with the moon and the 2 of Pentacles. So the message that I got with these cards is the moon is, okay, let me explain the energy and how I view the moon to you. So the moon energy can represent a lot of confusion, okay? It kind of represents like we're on this journey, but we're confused because it's in the dark. There's not a lot of light to guide us. So we kind of feel lost, but we're moving along this path. The moon card actually showing up, it represents to me that you guys are on the right journey. It's just the journey that you're going through. It's not, you're not going to always be shown the answers very straightforwardly because it requires us to follow our intuition, which is exactly what I was saying with following the nudges that you're receiving. So you guys are on the right path. Just because you feel lost and you feel confused and you cannot see 10 steps ahead does not mean that you guys are on the wrong path. It just means that your way of journey and the journey that you're currently going through might want you to rely more on your intuition and see what is the next step. And then when you get to that step, see what is the next step. Okay? So you guys are on the right path. That's something that I want to tell you. Just because you might feel confused doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. Two of Pentacles, this is saying to me to start to be more in flow with this journey. So don't try to over control every situation. Don't try to over question every situation. I feel that your journey will require for you guys to have a little bit more faith, have a little bit more, you know, trust that the process is working in your favor. So try to balance your energy. It's kind of like the Two of Pentacles. I sometimes see it like as the surfer energy, because you know, it's surfing. It requires from a person to just go with the flow. You know, you cannot control the wave. You cannot control the situation. You just need to control your flow. You need to control the action that you take in the current present. So I feel that what's something that's going to help you is to kind of be more in the flow of life. You know, think of yourself as a surfer, like riding through the waves. I feel that is something that you might resonate with. And also you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment, and King of Swords. So first of all, the Judgment, this is a very powerful card, especially showing up in the middle of your reading. In the center is saying to me, guys, that you have awakened yourself to your life purpose. So when the Judgment appears, this is a sign that our angels are showing up. The God is showing up to basically awaken you to your life purpose and to your highest potential. So a lot of you, I feel that you have just received a vision of who you're meant to be in this life, or you will in the very near future. This can happen like tonight before you go to bed. It can happen an hour after you watch this reading. It's going to happen very soon. So you're going to need to be very prepared to acknowledge that that is the vision. Okay, so don't ignore it when you receive it, because I feel that God wants you to awaken to your life purpose. Although I feel that a lot of you have maybe just recently had a vision, and this reading is just confirming to you, and it's almost like giving you the instructions on how to pursue forward with following your nudges, okay, following the intuitive steps that you need to take in order to get there. You have the Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords. I see that your life is really going to start to change here. So from this moment forward, expect your life to change quite drastically. I feel that a part of why this is happening is because you're committing to this highest version of yourself. So it's not just about us getting the vision and, you know, being like, okay, I know this is who I can become. It's about us committing to becoming this person. So with the King of Swords, I see that a lot of you are going to commit to becoming this person. This is why you're going to start to see a lot of changes and shifts happening in your life. So you guys are being aligned towards your life purpose, and you're going to start to follow in the path of your life purpose. As a result of this, you're going to start to see a lot of positive changes in your life. Lovely reading, pile number 2. I love your energy. Okay, let's get some more oracle cards for you. Let's see what else is God ready to give to you guys. Pile number 2, what is God ready to give to you? Okay, let's take a look. Get creative. Maybe some of you are in the creative fields. This is maybe a step that you need to take in order to get to the highest version of yourself. Get creative. Okay, start thinking more creatively. And again, maybe I feel that a lot of you are maybe in the pursuit of a creative field, so that's why you get this card as well. And you also have Paradox. I feel that this is very interesting, pile number 2, with the Paradox card, because I feel it confirms with what I was saying before, that you might get this image of yourself, but it might seem like very absurd to you or very impossible to your current self of like, how am I gonna shift to this person? Like, I don't know, it seems so far-fetched, right? But it's real, you know, because paradox is about something seeming so absurd, but then it being proven to be real. So even if this vision or your dream seems very impossible to you or to other people, in the end, it's going to be proven to be very much real, very much possible, okay? So get creative, you know, I feel that for the type of person that you want to become, you're going to need to get creative. That's something where you should focus on, to get creative. That is, I feel, the first step for you. Either get creative on the way that you approach life, or you just need to get creative with working on creative things like maybe music or art or dancing, something like that. So I see that your power lies in your creation. That is a part of your life purpose, getting creative with life. Okay, let's see what else. I'm gonna get some more oracle cards here for you guys. Let's see, what is something that God is ready to give you? Pile number 2. You guys have infinite potential. Wow. Yeah, they're about to give you the infinite potential. You see how powerful you are. You guys are so talented. You have infinite potential. Okay, don't ever think that you cannot do anything, because you guys can. It just requires patience when you're learning to do something. Okay, you need to be patient with yourself when you're learning something, and I know that it can be frustrating, but it's you know, it's just once you have the higher perspective of life, you will be able to like understand that patience is a big part of everything. And you won't have a hard time with it as well, because you view it from a higher perspective. You view it from a situation of like, okay, I'm learning. I just need to be patient with myself. I can't get angry with myself because I'm just learning. You know, I'm a beginner at something. So if you guys have been wanting to study something, especially if it's related to music, we see here the instrument as well, get creative. If you guys have been wanting to do something with music, but you're like, I don't know how to do it, I don't have the skills, you're gonna need to sit down and work on it. Okay, the King of Swords, commit to it. The King of Swords is somebody who commits to their goals, and they execute it because they're very determined to do so. So with the right kind of discipline and practice, you guys are gonna be able to do it. And you know, I just heard a very interesting message for you. I have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords. Very like, I want to say even different, like completely opposite energies, because the Wheel of Fortune, we always see it as like luck, right? But the King of Swords is somebody who maybe doesn't even believe in luck. They believe in the output that they put out as a person. So this is saying to me that you cannot just rely on luck, and also you cannot just rely on yourself, because success is created when luck meets preparation, right? The opportunity meets the prepare the right person. That is what creates a blow up. That's what creates success and that momentum that we want to achieve. So if you just rely on the luck but you don't prepare, then when the opportunity arrives, you're not going to know what to do with it. But if you just prepare yourself and you keep your mind so closed into not believing that there is a higher power out there that can help like push you forward, then you're just going to be so immersed into labor and hard work, and it's going to cause frustration within you. So you need to see both sides of things. You need to find balance. I feel that is with the Two of Pentacles. You need to flow, right? You cannot control everything, because sometimes wanting that control is what puts us out of control, right? So let's see your last card here, your last affirmation, pile number 2. What is something that God wants to tell you at this moment? Let's see. I welcome. Okay, I feel a lot of you are you're ready to welcome new things in your life. I welcome life as it presents itself to me. Today, I take each step to my path to fulfillment with good faith. I was saying the example with the surfer, and you have, I swim easily with the flow of life. I embrace all experiences the universe bestows on me, even those that may prove challenging. I know all will fall into place for my greater good. Okay, you can pause the video to read this message for yourself. I feel these messages really resonate on a deeper level once we read them ourselves. But I feel that you guys are ready to welcome this. And I was saying, like, especially here, I swim easily with the flow of life. I feel a lot of you are going to start to be more in flow with life. So that's the example that I was giving with the surfer. So a lot of you, I feel you're definitely moving here in the right direction, pile number 2. So yeah, that's what I have for your reading today. I'm super happy for you, and I hope that this resonated for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what is God finally ready to give to you guys. So as your card for today, you have the Create card. I love this card, and the first energies that I'm picking up for you, pile number 3, is I feel that God is going to start to bless you with maybe a lot of ideas, okay, or a lot of solutions to things. As well, I'm seeing like resources and materials, but maybe the materials that you guys need are ideas, right? It doesn't always have to be physical things, but for others of you, if you do feel like you lack like physical resources and materials in order to create something, I do see that coming into your life. But for a lot of you, this can manifest in a way of ideas, light bulb moments that are coming in your life that are going to help you either start something or create something. If you're a creative person, okay, if you're following a creative pursuit in life, I feel that God is going to give you the right ideas that are going to lead to your basically success, to your stardom. So again, if some of you pay attention to your thoughts at this moment, because I feel that God is going to bless you with a lot of good ideas that lead to really good outcomes, that lead to your goals and to the succession of your goals. Also, another important message that I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, with the egg and the snake here. Whatever you're currently going through, this is leading you to a rebirth. So at the end of the day, once this creation is completed, you will experience a sense of rebirth. You will feel reborn. I feel that this is going to help emerge a new way of life for you guys, a new way of being on every level. I see also change in your lifestyle. So this is going to be a journey and a process that you're going to go through, right? It all starts with the creation of something that leads to a really successful outcome, that leads to a rebirth for you guys. So trust your ideas at this moment. I really do feel that God is blessing you with really amazing ideas. And the ideas that we receive from God are basically the steps that we need to take in order to achieve our goal and our vision. So that's something that you guys are going to be given with. And you know, it's not just the ideas. Don't be afraid of like, well, it's great for me to have the idea, but how am I going to execute it? You will be given what you need as well. You'll be given exactly, you know, this is really important though. You'll be given exactly what you need, not less and not more. Because again, when we have less, we can't create it, but when we have more, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary because it's going to confuse us. It's going to make us overthink the situation over and over and over again because we have way too many things at our disposal. But when we have just the right thing, you don't need to question yourself. You don't need to overthink it because what you need is right in front of you. So you guys will be given, you know, the exact ideas and the exact things that you need to execute. So don't be afraid of not having the resources that you need in order to create this when the idea comes to you. I want to say follow through with this plan and idea because it's going to lead to a huge rebirth for you guys, okay? On all aspects of your life, especially your lifestyle. But I'm going to get some oracle cards for you guys now, and let's see what is God ready to give to you, pile number 3. God, if you can please give a message to pile 3 on what are you finally ready to give to them. Let's take a look. Okay. So your first one is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Wow, did you hear that sound? It was very loud. Okay. I feel this is a question that you can ask yourself, pile number 3. Have you been recently dimming your light in order to fit in? Have you been questioning too much on what are people going to be attracted to? What are people going to click on, right? What are people going to want from me? And you might have been lately showing up as that person. Okay, some of you, I feel this is a question that maybe God wants you to think about a little bit, to see if you have been trying to fit in rather than be. So I feel this is something that you can keep here. It's going to lead to resolutions and it's going to lead to ideas if you reflect on this question. And you also have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. I feel pile number 3, a lot of you might want to reflect, or maybe you have been currently in the energy of reflection on the things that have been happening for you again. Maybe some situations in your life, maybe some doors that have been closed, certain experiences, certain situations that have happened. Maybe some of you have been recently in the period of reflection. And I feel that God wants to tell you that this is good because you're on the right path to discovering new things and new possibilities and new opportunities. It feels to me like a lot of you're on the verge of like a breakthrough, when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to your ideas. And a lot of you, you're going to start to view life in a totally different way. Also, I feel that a lot of you can find a lot of inspiration from the past, okay? So look into your past. You know, I always give this example, but especially if you're a creative person, the biggest masterpieces in the world have come out of people's past experiences, darker past experiences more specifically. Of course, it can also come from light experiences that we've had, you know, happy moments. We can also be inspired by our happy moments, but also we shouldn't ignore the moments that were maybe darker for us, because we can find inspiration in those moments too. So pile number 3, I feel that God is going to give you a new sense of confidence in yourself here. First of all, to start expressing who you really are and not care about whether people are gonna like you, whether people are gonna watch this, whether they're gonna feel attracted to it, whether it fits in the trend, because the trend is here today, it's gonna go tomorrow. So if you just keep like catching up on the trends and what are the trends, you're gonna start to feel very exhausted, because you're constantly being who you're not and you're just catching up on trends. But if you start to express who you really are, you're gonna attract the type of audience and the type of people in your life who are there for who you are. So you will continuously be able to freely express yourself without needing to run on this constant treadmill, okay? I feel a lot of you have been in the period of reflection, and maybe this is something that you have been also thinking about. So it's a good sign that you guys are coming out of that shell. And here you have crack it open, and with the egg, it's kind of reminding me again of the rebirth. Like, it feels like you guys are ready to have a sense of rebirth in your life right now. Let's get your tarot cards to further clarify what is something that God is ready to give to you. God, what are you finally ready to give to pile number 3? My beautiful pile number 3, what is something that you're finally ready to give them? So first thing, pile number 3, I'm seeing a very positive message here for you, but let me just adjust your cards. So, okay. So the first card that flew out for you is Justice. And I love to see this card in your reading, because here it says cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So it's saying to me that a lot of you have been through some experience in the past, and you know, it's not just you, it's all of us humans go through this. And you have the Justice. So this is saying to me that you will start to receive justice. First of all, that's something that God is ready to give you, is justice for what you've been through in the past. All the times where you maybe felt belittled, or you felt like you're not enough, you felt like people are maybe discouraging you, or situations, doors have been closed on you, opportunities didn't work out. All the things that you had to go through, you're going to start to receive justice for that. Okay, so that's the first thing that God is ready to give you, justice, and that is very straightforward. It's very important as well. You also have the 8 of Cups. Okay, I am sensing a new beginning for you guys. 10 of Wands. Yeah, okay. 5 of Cups. Wow, okay. And the Devil. Oh, this is going to be very powerful for you, pile number 3. Because I feel that you're going to be freed, and you're going to be able to release a lot of really tough situations that you've been through in the past. Oh my God, do you hear the siren? This is always a sign that help is on the way. Okay, so I feel this came in like at the most perfect time, because I was just going to talk about, with the 10 of Wands, how many hardships you guys have been through in your life. It's still going, okay? It's very long. But you have the 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Like, this is saying to me of how many tough situations you've had to been through in the past, and how strong you've had to have been, especially with the Devil as well. Maybe some of you grew up in a toxic household environment. Some of you maybe had toxic friends, had a toxic school life, maybe even a toxic relationship that you've been through. But it is saying to me that in the past, somewhere along in the past, there was a situation, there was a period where it was very toxic for you. Maybe it has felt like this your entire life, right? For everybody, it's going to be different. And I feel that a lot of you experienced a lot of betrayals, a lot of disappointments, maybe regarding missed out opportunities. With the 5 of Cups, this is specifically could talk about missed out opportunities, or maybe doors that felt like they were slammed right in your face. But with the Five of Cups, there is always this positivity that when that door closes, there is still a much better opportunity that you're currently just not seeing in the moment. In the moment, you're not going to see it, but in the future, it's going to make sense. So it's something that you always have to remember with the Five of Cups. Even though something didn't work out, something better will. And you just have to have the trust and the faith that it will happen, because that's what's going to help you become stronger and remain in your faith. And again, with the Ten of Wands, I feel that this, for some of you, this could have been a journey of 10 years that has been occurring, of this heavy energy of, feeling like maybe some things didn't work out and you're in this toxic environment and this is happening and that's happening. So for some of you, I see that this has been a tough journey of 10 years. Okay, that can be a confirmation. I've been going through this for a while. But I want to tell you something positive, that something really good is going to come out of all of this. With the Eight of Cups, this is saying to me that you're finally ready to leave your past behind. So whatever happened in the past happened, and it's ending here. When you're watching this video, it's ending here. Why? Because from moment forward, you guys will start to receive justice for all that you had to go through. You will start to see good karma come into your life. This is going to manifest in the form of like good ideas, visions, opportunities, people that you start to meet. That, and I just saw the number 1212. It could be important for you. I want to tell you, pawn number 3, that all the situations that you have been through in the past, it says it right here, it hasn't been happening to you but for you, because I'm sure that somewhere along the now or in the future, it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense why that something 5 years ago didn't work out, why you maybe didn't get accepted to that school, or why that job didn't work out, or why this relationship didn't work out, or why you got ghosted, right? Everything is gonna start to make sense now. And a lot of you are gonna find a lot of inspiration and strength from what have you been through. You're gonna start to realize, well, I'm such a strong person now, and I have so much wisdom in me. I have so many experiences in me that I can create from. And this is what's going to make you the star that you maybe want to be, because I do feel that a lot of you want to deal with creative things, creative situations here, creative talents. Again, it doesn't have to be about fame. When I say you want to be the star, it can like translate in so many different ways. So you just need to apply to what you're currently feeling. That's just the energy that I'm picking up. But I feel a lot of you have this like star energy to you. And this is who you're on the way to become, because with the Eight of Cups, it's saying to me that a lot of you have turned your back on your past. And you're going to not identify with the past anymore, because you're on to create a new person. You're on to have your rebirth here. That's very powerful. Okay, let's get some more oracle cards for you, pawn number 3, and let's see what is God finally ready to give to you. What is God finally ready to give to you, pawn number 3? The Observer. Okay, a vision. Again, you have ideas, a vision. Some of you might be psychics yourself. You might have psychic gifts. That's something that you want to look into. Maybe that's a sign. Okay, that's something that you can utilize. But I feel a lot of you are psychics. You have creative gifts. That's something that you need to hear. And you have strength. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be blessed with strength. Honestly, the thing that you can take out of the situation is that you have strength now. When you have strength and wisdom, I don't feel that you need anything else in life. Okay, when you have strength and wisdom, faith, you don't really need anything else, because everything else is as a result of those 3 things. So when you have the source, you don't need anything else, right? So I feel a lot of you are going to start to realize how strong you've become, how unbreakable you have become. And I want to tell you something, pawn number 3. Maybe some of you here have asked for a very specific dream a long time ago, or maybe you've had this dream for a while. But in order to be the person who is living that dream, you might need to be a very strong person. So maybe God has been just preparing you, has been giving you the strength throughout all of those years in order to handle the dream that you want to live, in order to handle the life that you want to live, right? Trying to think of it from that point of perspective, because I feel that's going to help you, that maybe all of the situations that you've been going through have been happening just to make you stronger, because what you want from your life will require a lot of strength. If you want to be able to, you know, keep it, have it, and keep it in your life, you're going to have to be a very strong person. It feels like your dream requires a lot of strength. And when you start to live your dream, it's going to be so easy because you have what you need, right? So everything that we go through in life is just preparation, so that when we have it, we can deal with it. If you don't have the preparation, you're not going to know how to deal with it. It might make you even go crazy, right? Because of frustration and not knowing how to deal with something. So I feel a lot of you are ready. That's important, that you're ready for this opportunity too. Okay, let's see what else. What is God finally ready to give to you? Pawn number 3. Let's see. Here and now. So this is happening now. This is happening in the moment. Again, this reading is for the now, for the current second that you're watching this. So it's not for yesterday, it's not for tomorrow, but it's now. This is a message that you need to hear now. Right now, maybe this reading is going to awaken a positive shift, a really big shift for you. That's going to help you when moving forward. But it feels like here and now you're making a decision to turn your back on your past. In a very healing sense though. It's not like I'm going to erase my past and all of this, I want to forget about it. It feels like you're saying like, okay, that's what happened. It doesn't need to dictate what happens tomorrow, right? So it feels a lot of you are going to start to make that difference between the past and your future. All right, and to end your reading, pawn number 3, let's get your final card, your affirmation. God, what is the last message you would like to give to pawn number 3 for their reading today? Dance to the rhythm of life. Okay, some of you maybe are dancers. Maybe you want to dance. Again, maybe you want to be a performer. Today, I find the joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what I no longer need. I align myself with who I am and gently acknowledge who I am not. I'm grateful for what I possess, and I am at peace with what I do not. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live according to the will of God. In this way, I dance with life and see the magic of love bloom. Yeah, I feel a lot of you are going to start to feel a sense of peace of what you've been through, because you're not going to hold a grudge to it anymore. That's the power of forgiveness, is making a sense of peace with what happened and not holding a grudge. That's what's going to allow you to move past from that experiences. Because as long as you're holding a grudge onto something, it's always going to be there in your life because you're holding on to it. Once you release it, and of course, forgiveness doesn't have to be loud. You don't have to physically go and accept an apology from a person. It can just come from the stem of you, that you're forgiving and you're letting that situation go. You're not going to hold on to it anymore in your life. So that's what I have for you, pawn number 3 today. I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye bye.